Now is like a black hole that draws you totally into it by the way you focus. The moment that is to be is and is not right at this moment. It's called the dead cat law, I guess, in physics. There's a cat in a box. Is the cat alive or is the cat dead? You don't know until you open the box. Is he alive or dead? Yes. Is he dead? Yes. You don't know. The law of uncertainty. You can only be present now. And it is your being that absolutely present that creates the next moment. If you're present with doubt and fear, then what happens in the next moment is doubtful and fearful. Won't happen right. It happens shakily. You know, we have, here's one of the things that we have. We have developed lackadaisically humanity. We're wishy-washy. We do things halfway. So we never really learn what it means to absolutely commit to a moment. To absolutely commit to a moment. That is to surrender everything except now. Now, surrendering everything is not, I surrender everything. What it is I commit to this thing. Everything else falls away. I'll go back to when I was a boy. I would become lost in what I was doing. And I was always amazed that what I was doing always worked. But as I look back at it, I could see it happening. I would start to figure something out. And the next moment became obvious because I was totally involved in this moment. And somewhere way off, I would hear my name being called. And then I would hear, you heard me calling you, boy. Oh. I use that example because I want you to look back at your life and see those moments when you were completely lost in what you were doing. That is a total being in the moment, being here now. And as if by magic, things happen. Because what we do is we fill that space, we fill it with what we are doing, what we are present with. So it's an absolute presence of being. You will see, I was watching, they were talking about Cam Newton. 6'5", 265 pounds, runs like a deer. I watched, he went to the line, he dove, and they hit his legs, and he turned a somersault and landed on his feet. And I remembered those days. And I remember what happened to me. What happened was, as you're turning, there's no panic. There is seeing where you are at every point. And bang. There is no doubt that you're going to land on your feet. There's no doubt. There's no can I. There is only doing what it takes to land on those feet. It happens as if by magic. But what you select at each point along the way is the right card out of the deck. You are literally creating reality. Literally creating reality. And that is the law. So it is imperative that we learn to focus, to be present. Don't worry about your mind going this way or that way or the other way. You have something in your brain pairing. It's just that pairing is, the way we are now, pairing is out of control. We have to learn to focus so that we pair along a specific order to arrive at a specific point. It's really that simple. Other things make it complicated. Can I do that? Well, how do I? No. You just do it. You become involved. You do it. It happens. You do it. You do it. You do it. Then you do something else. It is a commitment to being. As children, in a way, we are not conditioned or we are not encouraged to do this. I would be sitting and staring. What are you doing? Nothing. Well, that's not really true. Was looking at something. Well, you should be doing something. Oh, what should I be doing? I'm what? Go do something. Oh. Okay. It's been broken. The ability to focus totally in that thing is now broken. When I would sit and do that, the light would come. Sound would come. In that light and in that sound are messages. Not messages like, you are going to do this. No. It occurs to you. One of the misunderstandings, because we exist in a body, or we are extended into a body, is that we are the body and that we are limited to it. This is what I am. Is not true. You find that all really creative things come from someplace else. They don't originate within the body. You just go, oh, where'd that come from? You know something. Oh. Do you ever wonder why the brain was in two halves? Do you ever think about that? One half is for this. The other half is for that. That non-physical thing. So it receives. You got half that makes these decisions about this. And it is habitual. The other part is liberating. It's spirit. So the messages that come from all that is. This is why we can't assume that we know, and that we can't assume that what we habitually do is the right thing, because what we habitually do is this concern with this habit over and over and over and over and over again. Fear comes from this. Fear does not come from spirit. Fear comes from the body. Spirit knows nothing about fear, because spirit knows nothing about dying. Body knows about dying. Oh shit, I'm gonna die. Oh, what do I do? Well, when you freeze up like that, you're gonna die. Okay. It is the base from which you operate. So when you learn to let go and stop suppressing the energy in here, comes from here. That is why I say the energy carries its own message. You don't have to put anything on it. It carries the message, and all of a sudden, you know something. Well, you want to know you know. Well, you can't know you know. You can only know when you know. It's that simple. Can only know when you know. When do you know? In the moment, when you are in this moment, out of this moment. Now that's the funny thing. When you are in this moment, out of this moment, you become so in this moment that you become out of this moment. The law, the black hole, it becomes so dense in its present that it goes out of this present into another present. The density or the concentration of mass becomes so heavy, it makes a hole in space itself. It makes a hole in the three-dimensional world. It makes a hole in time and space. It becomes absolutely here. And when it becomes absolutely here, all this stops. Right around the edge, they have what they call the event horizon. If something starts to fall into that black hole, it gets to a point where it's there at one point forever. Time and space stand still. But from the other side of that black hole, or that event horizon, it continues to fall. But at that point, it's all still. We equate the density of the mass to the concentration of focus in the moment. This transcends time and space. All things stop. If you've ever been in a situation that is life-threatening, and it seems like time expands until you get out of it, go, oh, you got enough time to do what you need to do. It's because of your focus in that moment. You're probably in peril, or think you are in peril for your life. So, absolute concentration, absolute focus. Time and space stop. Concentration of focus. The same thing with the black hole, except you're talking about a physical manifestation of and equating it to a mental manifestation. The law is the same. One is focused energy, and the other one is focused mass. The law is the law is the law is the law. Wow. In that, your thoughts are primal. They command. They command the next situation. They command it. Not demand, but command. And we have a problem knowing the difference. Body demands, spirit commands. And a command is not, this will be, I pronounce thee, whatever a king pronounces you. I dub thee knight. Just still the same guy in an iron suit that was with a lance, with a big lance. Same thing. A command. There is no doubt that this is what is going to be. I am going to land on my feet. I don't care that I'm 6'5", 260 pounds. That's irrelevant. Where I am existing, there is no gravity. There is no weight. There is no 6'5". There is no 265 pounds. There is only bam. Now I dap. That's all it is. We are unaccustomed to living in this space. Why? Yabba dabba doo, yabba dabba doo, yabba dabba doo. Can I yabba dabba doo? Can't I yabba dabba doo? Why should I yabba dabba doo? Yabba dabba dabba dabba. Shut the fuck up. In that great cosmic manner. Be present. Your answer is not in therapy. I need to find out why so-and-so. No, you don't. I need to go back and see why my mother beat me. Well, she probably beat you because she had a problem and you were irritating her problem, so she beat you. Whatever that was, doesn't matter. What matters, you did what you did with the energy. You locked it up. If they said to you, shut up, don't you ever shut up. Well, your natural tendency is to blah, 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 blah. You're a little kid. You're playing with language. You're learning how to speak. You're learning how to express stuff. You're just playing with noise. Blah, 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 blah. Now, what do? I want to say this. I want to say, I hate you, old stinky lady. But I can't say it. What does this do? It creates a dam of energy. Natural flow, unnatural dam. You ever think of why that word is in the Bible? You are damned. Damned, like the Hoover Dam. Damned, blocked. So the issue is not what caused you to block. The issue is free the block. That's the issue. That's the only issue. So if you start to focus on what caused you to be blocked, you're continuing to enforce the block. You're not dealing with liberating the energy. You say, well, you do it for years, for months, and all of a sudden, you get it. Why didn't I get it before? Because the habit was to focus on why I'm blocked, which you can't know, and focus on eliminating and letting it happen. Then it happens. You see, it's a habitual thing, and these things are not tangible to the mind. So what you do, you learn to feel and to let go. That is why. See, the technique is real simple. The technique is designed for you to look directly at the dam. Before looking at the dam, we've had it so long, we just know that we feel something. We don't even know where we feel it. It's just accepted that it's a part of me. It's a part of what I am. That becomes a habitual thing. So all I do is dislike it. I don't like feeling. I don't like this feeling. So what do we focus on? Not liking the feeling. All right, so the technique says, all right, you got to look at this. Because what you did and what you will see, you may not see it consciously, but what you will see is the action of that you did in your body at the moment of that energy, whatever it was, whatever that thing was that caused you to go, to tighten up. That's why the other part of the technique is relax. Look at where you feel that energy and relax. And pretty soon, so now you're looking at doing the technique. That still isn't the answer. But that's the trick, is to get you to look. Now you're looking at what the problem really is. Before, you weren't really looking at what the problem really was. You were just having this feeling. Now I've got you looking at what the problem really is. It's still not quite getting it. And as you relax, and you kind of shift, I've said the energy will change. The energy doesn't change. Your focus slightly changes because you're now looking at the solution. All of a sudden, that energy starts to move. And the answer is, well, damn, why didn't I see this before? Because we just got you focused enough. See, this is my job. This is why between us, you have to listen to me. And see, everything I tell you is not going to be exactly true. Because if I tell you exactly true, you think you know. And you don't. So I have to tell you just enough askew so that you look. That's why you have to listen. You have to go along with the trick. It's like going to a magic show. You have to give yourself over to the magician. Now you know he didn't saw that woman in there. But in order for the trick, and you to go, wow, you have to suspend and say, well, wow, damn, look at that. I wonder how he did that. See, if you wonder how he did that and you start to thinking about that, you find the solution to the problem. You find the solution to how he did it. That's what I'm saying to you. You find the solution as to how, not this magician, but that magician did it. How did you manage to screw yourself up that bad? You follow me? So now you, the energy flows, moves, and you go, son of a gun, that was real simple. See, yeah. But it's about defeating habits. You've heard me talk about You have habits, and then you have invisible habits. See, we have to get to the invisible one. You say, well, yeah, I see I've got a habit, but I don't know what to do about it. Shh, I got this. I got this. Just do what I told you, you know. If I told you to stick your finger up your nose and the other finger in your ear and jump up in the air 3 times, just do it. You'll soon discover, damn, that hurts. Aha. You know, there is alternative. You know, you have to learn for the alternative. You go to the doctor. You go to Western doctor. He gives you this and that and the other. But there are alternative forms of medicine. In China, Guy Wang, let's just call it, calls his boss. Says, Boss Wang don't feel good today. Got a headache, got stomach ache, knee ache. Cannot come to work. Boss said, well, Wang, I felt like that. But there's a cure that I have. He said, what I do, I turn to my wife and ask her for sex. We have sex. I feel better. I go to work. Wong said, boss, I try. Whew. About an hour later, Wong shows up at the office. He says, it worked, huh? He said, yeah, and you have a really nice house, too. There are alternative forms of things that make you feel better. There are ways of looking at things that are different. A shift. Just a slight shift. Oh, I see. These are tricks. A technique is a trick to get you to look at the truth. Because if you think you know, you can never know. Okay? I will say, focus. Do not focus with this. Bring it right here. Go into that black hole. Go into that place where all things exist forever. In some primal way, you make the choice directed toward that thing that you want to be. This is how we create. If you create with lackadaisical attitudes, you will get lackadaisical things. It will seem as though you will never get this, and it's so because we haven't focused in the right way. And focus must not be hard. It's a soft gaze. It's a gentle gaze. It is a gentle question. It is a real question. See, when you ask a question with force, you're not asking for the answer. You're not open to receive the answer when you ask with force. That is why it's important to be broken down before you start to ask these questions. Things have to break down. Your anger has to break down. Because when you go in, well, yeah, what is it? You're not going to get the answer. Because you're not asking the question. You're being put into a corner. And you're asking the question because you're being put into a corner, not because you really want to know the answer. You follow what I'm saying to you? There comes a point when our feet are held to the fire. It's live or die. That is the way this is. There comes a point when we can be so far off that, like Ford or Chrysler or Volkswagen, there's a recall. And you are recalled because of your behavior. What this is, if you don't do and cooperate, you don't get it. And that can, getting it can be painful. Why? Because that tension has become so cemented, it's so hard that when the energy goes through, that crust is broken. It's like ripping a scab off of a sore until it opens up. And that hurts. It hurts really, but those who are hurt the most are loved the most. Trust me. When the universe puts it on you so bad that you have no other choice, it is your chance to let that energy run and to see and to blame no one or no thing. Because it was you who tightened the grip. Now, see, I have a problem with psychology. I have a problem with groups. Why is that? The problem is that the groups teach you to become controlled by the physical brain. They want to make you normal. Normal is crazy. I don't want to make you normal. I want you outside the box where it's healthy. Where it's healthy. There's a quarterback, Johnny Manziel. They're trying to make him go into rehab. Well, if you make him go into rehab, what's he going to do? Yeah, I ain't doing no more drugs. Is the door open yet? Soon as I set foot out, I'm headed to the nearest drug dealer. No. You're trying to force him to become like the rest of the society. What we have to do is we have to open up so that we understand. And when we understand, we stop. At that point in time, I did practically every drug known to man. At that point in time, I'm sure they have some new ones now that I haven't tried. I don't have any desire to try. But that one day, it was like, okay, I have had enough. Have some of this. No, thank you. Oh, you got something against it? Nope. I don't have anything against it. Just don't want it. Okay. Same thing with chocolate cake. Nah, I'm good. Oh, you got something against chocolate cake? Nope. Don't have anything for it either. Just chocolate cake. See, what we're not working with is the reason why. What we're not working with is the energy flow. We've got to get the energy flowing. We've got to get rid of the block because people are medicating themselves not because of whatever all this other stuff is, but because the non-flowing energy is painful. They're trying to get past the pain or the habit. So what do? What's a habit? It's a looped energy. That's all. You're trying to get the energy to do this. How do you do that? See, you looped it. So only you have the secret to unlooping it. See, I can stand up and say, I am whatever it is they want you to say, you still haven't changed anything. The first thing in this process is you got to say, yeah, I'm pretty screwed up. Okay. Now, we don't continue to say that the rest of our lives. You say, okay, what is it you said do, Ananda? Do the technique. Why? Because the solution is beneath what you have to say. The solution is in the looping of the energy. So what do we have to do? We have to release the energy. You must release the energy because you're holding it. I'm not holding it. The psychologist isn't holding it. The doctor isn't holding it. It cracked me up. Back in the day, oh, you got a heroin habit? Oh, well, no, don't take that heroin. Take this, what's that stuff? Methadone. Oh, cool. Can I have some more? What is that? Is it David Copperfield? What is it? Might I have more, please? Oliver Twist, yeah, that guy. Might I have more? No. It is to change the habit that desires the habit. It is to change the habit that desires the habit of physical existence. You're going to exist physically. Fear that this body is going to die. Well, it's going to die. The only way you can be free of the fear that it's going to die is to accept that it's going to die, because it's going to die. It's going to die. I always say, how many 200-year-old people do you know? And when you get to my age, you read the paper every day and go, damn, so-and-so is dead. Now I know why old people would read the obituary every day. I wonder what happened to so-and-so. Let me read the paper. Oh, God. And that day when you pick it up and look in there and there's your name. Like somebody told my sister I was dead. She called, and I was asleep. She called. He's crying. Is that you? Yeah. They told me you was dead. I said, hell, I thought I was asleep. She said, you damn fool. Well, I did. I thought I was asleep, but I guess. Let me read the obituary. We're going to die. You know, that realization can break the habit. Because you go, whoa, wait a minute. Maybe while I'm alive, I should live. Just maybe. Now I'm free. I had a chuckle. I don't know if you saw the news the last few days, but this bomber was on the plane from Africa coming to America, I forget. And he set off the bomb. It blew a portion of the plane away. Only he was sucked out. Sucked him right out. Now, on the way down, all right, you're going to meet your 79 virgins now. Oh, shit. That ground is coming up awful fast. I got some other stuff to think of besides 79 virgins. Oh, God. Oh, I wish I had never joined ISIS. Oh, maybe I should have been a Christian. Or maybe I should have been a Jew. Oh, damn. See, when you get face to face with that situation, it changes things. When you're standing at that point around the black hole where infinity exists and time is expanded, you have time to think about a lot of stuff. You accept the fact that you're going to die, you come to that point around the black hole where time stops. Maybe I should let go. Maybe let go of this stress in my body. I feel weightless. Oh man, I feel free. For the first time in a long time, I'm free. Son of a gun. I should have done this a long time ago. It was simple. But the habit of looking at the way the physical body acts instead of the spirit. To look at that. See, it's a balance. Spirit should direct your actions because spirit, love, and intelligence. Physical form, selfishness. Selfishness gets me carried away. With love and intelligence, I can experience this universe because I'm not afraid. I am. I'm cool. I'm good. I'm all right. I thank God yesterday. I was in the airport, and there was a woman with 2 kids, one about 3 and the other one about 4. And I thank God that wasn't me. Bobby, Mary, don't. And every time mother would turn her back, try to take a bite of her sandwich, a little girl would beat the hell out of the little boy. Boom, 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 boom. Ah! Put my sandwich over here, put my sandwich down in the thing. Now, Mary so-and-so, the little boy is eating her sandwich. It's like, thank God for being an old man. I'm good. I'm good. Guy comes on and he says, Mr. Norman, we have a seat available in first class. Would you like to move up? I said, well, is there anyone in the seat next to it? He says, well, yes. I said, no, thank you. I'm good. I'm sitting one seat behind the first class. Ain't nobody sitting there. I'm good. I don't have to sit next to some guy, some person who, whatever they're doing, I don't care. Somebody would have said, oh, first class? Let me sit in first class and have some chemicals in my sandwich. No, thanks. Cookies. Might I have a cookie, please? Yes, I got the same cookie they got. I'm good. Got my seat all spread out, got my coat on that seat, got my Muscle and Development magazine on that seat. Kick back. Let's see. Do exercise. Okay, good. I'm good. Life is good. I don't have to worry about anything. Is the plane going to crash? I don't know, but it ain't crashing now. I'll worry about that when the time comes. Has it crashed yet? Nope. 4 feet away from crashing. Has it crashed yet? Nope. My cookie. Bam! Don't worry about it. You understand what I'm saying to you? This moment, you are creating in this moment the conditions of life in which the way that you want to be in it, the way you want it to be. So when The physical body keeps telling you this other thing. You just got to hold on. Just hold on until you learn to do the technique properly. But you got to do that technique all the time. And you got to do it like I told you to do it. Don't get creative. And I get these smart people all the time. Well, see, Ananda, I adjusted the technique. Oh. Make me want to say something nasty to you. Don't adjust. Do. Do so that you see. Ah. Real simple. Real simple. Ah, I got it. Now life is good. Life is easy. It's easy. I still get a kick out of every time I got to the airport. Whatever day I left, I can't remember anymore. I left anyway. I remember leaving. I walk in here at O'Hare, O'Hare. Across the airport, Mr. Norman. Hey. Wow. Is it both knees or one knee? Just one. Well, you know, I had both my knees replaced and a hip. You ever consider that? Yeah, but they told me if they did that, my heart wouldn't support it and I would die. So I choose to limp. I come here, you're going to get me a wheelchair, right? Wheelchair. Supervisor of wheelchair people. Mr. Norman Howard. I'll be there when time to put you on board. Cool. Good. I'm good. Here, have some, what do you call that red striped candy? Have some. Peppermint. Yeah, have some. I got my pockets stuffed with candy. I'm being wheeled through. The line is long. Get out. Make way. Make way. Get to the thing to come through. Oh, Mr. Norman, come on. Wait a minute, let me tell you. You don't need to take your coat off, Mr. Norman. Come on through. Okay, good. You want to stop with some popcorn? No, I'm good. Can I get a sometimes? There you go. Oh, yeah. I don't think I want to sit over. Can I sit over here? Can I get my seat changed from the back of the... I want row 5. You got C? Yeah, we got it, Mr. Norman. Okay, there you go. Time to get on the plane. There you go. People at the door, the steward eye, what do you call them? What? What do you call them? Yeah, well, they don't call them stewardesses. Yeah. Oh, Mr. Norman, let me take your bag for you. Okay, cool. Would you like some water? Okay, good. I get to New York. Guy shows, oh, my friend. Oh, hug me. What's the problem? You create life with the energies that you have and the focus that you have. I get to Avis. I get an SUV. No, I don't want the big one. You want the Escalade? No, that's too big. They charge $35 for parking with that. I get a new Ford thing, with all the stuff and... What? I'm good. Oh, well, that price on there is too high. Wait a minute, let me fix this up for you. I'm good. I get to the hotel. I get the same room. We have your room ready. I'm telling you this because I'm talking to you about creating your line of reality by the way you focus and the energy you focus with. See, when you're in here, you got all this stuff going on. You got all this grabby stuff going on. You create gaps. I get in the car, I drive to Brooklyn. I go to the restaurant, they have my spicy vegetarian chicken ready. Oh, Mr. North, here you go. When I finish eating, Kitty has cooked all night and made me some kind of Chinese soup and cake, and I get a bag to go. I'm headed out to the car. I get hugs from all the staff. I go to the car. I got food that somebody stayed up and cooked for me. What I'm saying to you, you hear what I'm saying to you. It's a funny story, and it's just that smooth. But here's the sand flea in paradise. I get to the hotel. I'm being waited on. Woman comes from somewhere with $100 in her hand. Just trying to give it to the clerk. Before that, I come to the desk. There's nobody at the desk. Hello, hello. Out comes the general manager, who sits on the desk and gives me a hug. This is general manager. Mr. Norman Denzel. They call me Denzel at the hotel. She's waiting on me. Says to the woman, please sit. I will take care of you when I finish. In comes this woman's man who is a gangster. Music blasting. Hey, well, I want to. She says, wait. You know, I'm taking care of this gentleman. I'll take. Well, I don't have to wait. And this goes on for about 10 minutes, and finally I have to say, before I said anything, I'm facing the counter like this. I position this foot like this. I pull this arm at this side, so when I turn, I'm going to drop your ass. The flea in paradise. And I said to him, look, she's waiting on me. Wait your turn. Well, I got a cab. Look, you MFing N-word. You will wait your MFing turn. You got me? Oh, okay. The sand flea in paradise. Remember my story about paradise and the sand fleas. See what I'm saying to you? It's always going to be there. You either want to deal with it or you don't. I tried not to. I tried to be the guru. I tried to be the Buddha. But you just called up the devil. 911. Hello, devil. We got a situation that the Buddha can't handle. We need help up here. Let me get it right now, because I'm old. I can't be switching in. Got to. You create by what you are. But always remember, your lines of reality crosses the lines of reality of other people. And you're going to always have choices. It's always going to happen. But in that line of story that I just told you, There was only one sand flea. You see the line of how well I was treated from here, on the plane, all the way to New York, all the way to pick up my car, to getting my car, to getting to the hotel, sand flea. Straighten out, sand flea. Some orkin for your ass. Paradise. You follow. And to be at peace, because the energy is flowing. Not disturbed by it. It's okay. It's the energy of life. Man. You know, you get a little shot, makes you feel alive. Whoa. I'm still bad. See, you just have to make the adjustments. There can't be no quick movements. You got to shuffle in there. Be prepared. You create by the way you focus. Life is your own. The justice in life is that you get what you deserve. You get what you create. Now, don't think that you're always going to create things exactly, because what you need to do at some point is to move from one point to the other. I learned that when this first happened, you know, I was so gentle and so soft. Then I would run into things where I would just smile and move away. I start to think about that. Wow. Something just doesn't set right about that. Something just doesn't seem right about bullies running the world. What could the answer be? And this energy rose up in me. Oh, this is what I am too. Oh, I am this too. It's about balance. I can't deny this energy in me. When you cross a certain line, when you come to the point where, okay, now we have to deal with this. I'm at peace with that too. Okay. I live with that because this is the world. The world is a delicate balance between spirit and form. You just don't want to be out of balance. You don't want to be non-free to choose. I'm free to choose. I am free to choose. I will whip your ass, old man. Probably. Like you say, we haven't created that moment yet. We don't know. But like once in the gym, I was lifting and they were, you know how guys in the gym, they talk about you, hey, old man. I pumped out about 365. Guy said, that ain't your average old man. I know I'm an old man, therefore I have to got to get my feet right. If I have to get out this wheelchair, hang on. Hold on, I'm coming. Balance. And at peace with the balance of life. We think about it, and we think about, people talk about good in the world. We don't stop to think of the balance in the world. They talk about, quote, God, the devil. We have one thought. If in the beginning God was where all there is, where'd the devil come from? They must be in cahoots. Aha! They are in cahoots. The forces are in cahoots. The amount of good rises only because the amount of evil rises, and then we have to deal with the evil, so good rises. Yin yang. Tao. Oh! As soon as I get out this wheelchair, we're going to have some Tao going on up in here. The key is in peace. Not peace out here, peace in here. Peace in here. I am at peace. No problem. We understand. This is the understanding that the energy brings when you allow the energy to be. And then you still have a choice as to what you want to be, what you want to do. Still choice, freedom, choice to choose. All the habits of your life are just a matter of choosing. You want to break a habit? Just keep saying no to it until it breaks. Okay, I'm going to say no to this habit. 2 minutes later, I can't say no more. No. No, it's not like that. You must say no every time, and you must say no in the proper way. Not no. You don't say no to the habit that way. You say yes to something else. You say yes to the solution. Because when you keep saying no to the habit, you're focused on what? The habit. When you say yes, you are to something else, you're focused on the solution. When you say yes to the technique, you're focused on the solution. You're focused on where the new message will be found. And we must come to peace with where that new message is found. Accept your fate. Now understand, there's no such thing as fate. But you have to accept it in order to move forward. You accept, oh God, if I do this, I might die. I might get killed. Or I might get my feelings hurt by somebody else or something. Well, yeah, you might. Okay, I accept that. Now I learn, you can't hurt my feelings. I hurt my feelings. Oh, okie dokie, I'm good. I'll stop hurting my feelings. Ah. Man, that weight is off. Sure feels good. I hurt my feelings by what I think. Wow. You see people killing people. Man shot and killed his wife. It's like his ex-wife. She hadn't been his wife in 4 years. Why? She hurt me. Well, no, you hurt you. By what you thought. It's okay. You know how many? Let's see, there are 8 billion people in this world. At least half of them are women. lots of women out there to hurt your feelings. Go get your feelings hurt by somebody else. Don't go around shooting people. At least before you get the chance to shoot them, you will have enjoyed. Then move on. This is life. We choose. I hurt me. Oh, then maybe I should stop doing that. I hurt me by my insecurity, by my fear, by my doubt. Oh my God, I might end up being by myself. Mr. Norman, would you like to move into first class? We got all kinds of goodies. Is somebody in that seat next to it? No, no thank you. I chose. See, I chose to be alone on my seat. I can spread out as I want to. That's a little inside joke. When I was a little kid, I was about 3. Everybody in the family was going someplace, and they wanted me to go with them. Said, you coming with us, Johnny? Nope. Why not? Stay at home. Because I can stand up if I want to. I can lay down if I want to. Well, I'm sitting on the plane. I can spread out if I want to. I can put my seat back if I want to. I can have quiet if I want to. I'm good. You will never be less alone than when you are truly alone. I know that sounds contradictory, but it's not. You be at peace with everything that is within you. You will find people to be at peace with you. You will find people who will not disturb your peace when you don't disturb your peace. You can be alone together, not say a word, and it's cool. Nobody's arguing, nobody's fighting, nobody's got an opinion as to what you ought to do or they ought to do or how we ought to do it or what the hell? It's like, why are you brushing your teeth this way? You're supposed to brush them like that. Mine has no space between them, so I have to brush them like this because the space is between the gum and the tooth. These are not real. Only when they're real. Don't tell me how to brush my teeth. Don't tell me how to comb my hair. What are you doing? Let me help you. Get away from me. We learn how to be alone together, how to love and how to respect each other for who we are. I won't cross into your space. Don't you cross into mine. And we're good. So to be afraid of being alone is okay. It's not okay. I mean, it's all right. Being alone is cool. I don't have to tell you what to do. Man. God, if you got a family, you got 5 people in the family, have 5 TV sets. You can watch what you want. I can watch what I want. I can watch Ronda Rousey get beat in the head if I want to. I can watch him get concussions on the football field. Well, damn, look at that concussion he got. Who are you? I'm Batman. Well, he shouldn't be doing that. He's damaging his brain. He knows that. Ain't my brain. Knock yourself out. Get another one. Bam. Okay. I thought I was Batman. Oh, I'm really Robin. This is life. It's okay. I'm getting $10 million a year for getting my brain caved in. Well, You got enough to pay for the home to take care of you afterwards. Hey, it's not up to me. It's up to you. All I'm saying is, I learned, as they say now, to stay in my lane. Just let me stay in my lane. I'm good. I'm okay. Yes, you may be alone, but you won't be alone long. Whatever it is, whatever fear you have to let that energy flow because it's blocked. All it is blocked. Fear is blocked energy. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. What you do is let that energy move. Release that block and let it be okay. But you have to focus on the solution, not the problem. What is the solution? Focus softly. Stop begging. Oh, Lord, please save me. I heard a woman this morning on TV. They had a meeting, and she was had mental problems. And she was saying, I used to pray to the Lord to save me from these problems. She said, but this ain't a problem for God. This is a problem for the doctor. But see, I would go further and say it's not a problem for the doctor, it's a problem for you. It's a problem for you. Solve it. Solve the energy problem, you solve the problem. Focus. Love you. Enjoy. Peace out.